Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Come on in, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. Happy Sunday, wherever you are. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Let me check my sound and make sure you can hear me and all that good stuff. Yep. Hello. All right. Hello. I can hear myself. Everything's working. All right. So if you're just joining me, I am Kathy Michelle, and I teach people how to make multiple streams of income by becoming an author and an entrepreneur and building all these streams of income through those avenues. Okay. So I've been focusing on authorpreneurship. I like to call it authorpreneurship because when you become an author, you are an entrepreneur too. As soon as you sell a book, you're an entrepreneur as well. Okay. So just something to think about because, of course, you just don't write the book and then just leave it sitting somewhere on Amazon or on your laptop. You have to actually sell, market, those kinds of things. Okay. So you're an authorpreneur. Okay. Authorpreneur. All right. So I've been doing a series of Facebook Lives, and I also post to Instagram. So if you're watching Instagram, hey, Instagram, about this whole process of becoming an author, and I doing like the 5 W's, the who should become an author, anybody, what it takes, okay, where you're going to post your book or show your book or sell your book, those kind of things. When is a good time? Of course, it's always now is the best time. And so tonight, this one is on the why. Why should you become an author? Why, even make it a thing? And I had posted something earlier, I can't remember, but basically I can't say this word that well. The statistics, okay, show that 80% of Americans have said that they would like to be a published author, okay? And I can attest to that. I can see why it'd be so high because pretty much anytime I'm with a group of, let's say, 5 or more people, at least 1 or 2 people out of that group will say, hey, yeah, I want to be an author too. I could be at brunch with friends. I could be at a football game. I could be at church. It doesn't matter. Somebody in my little circle, wherever I'm hanging out with or, having a conversation, will end up saying, once they find out, oh, I'm an author, will end up saying that they would like to be a published author as well. Okay? So 80% of Americans, all right? Now, only 5% of them actually start their book. Isn't that crazy? Only 5%. That's a drastic drop. So, a lot of things we say we're going to do. I'm going to lose 15 pounds. I'm going to, get in that backyard and make it beautiful oasis. I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to, do this, do that. And we just don't do it. Okay? It's just plain and simple. Same thing when it comes to actually writing the book, okay? Now, out of those 5 people who actually start their book, then only 2% actually finish and publish the book, okay? So that's even smaller. So that is where I feel like I can come in and be a support, a help, an accountability person to get you to that 2%, okay? So why should you become an author? Of course, it all depends on your goals, whether it be for your career or whether you have a business or you want to have a business, whatever it is. It depends on your goals, your dreams, okay? What is your kind of your long-term goals? So sometimes people think about, I just want to make some money real quick and pay my loan or whatever it is, okay? But long-term, do you want that money just to come in for a couple of months or do you want it to come in consistently every month, Okay. I don't know. I don't know too many people who would be like, yeah, I just want some money right now, unless they got somebody after them or, they about to be foreclosed or bankruptcy or something like that. But most people would rather have some money coming in consistently, on a regular basis type thing. So it can help build, their savings or your college fund for your kids, whatever it is. So depending on your goals, of course, either way, whether it's either for career or business or whatever your goals are, to buy a house or whatever, becoming an author just gives you instant credibility for one thing. That's instant, okay? When someone comes up to you and say, hey, yeah, I'd like to, help you to buy a new home, blah, 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 blah. And in that conversation, you might be like, maybe I don't know. I don't know how this person can help me. Do I believe that they can help me? That kind of thing. And then boom, that person's like, well, I have this book that I created to help people who are on the fence about, buying a home, and I break down all the information for you. Suddenly, there's credibility, right? Because it's like, if you were willing to put, information into a book to help me to learn something, that gives you more credibility than somebody who's just saying, yeah, I can help you, but, I have to just tell it to you verbally. Or, I have to, coach you along the way just to figure, one piece of information out. When you can just say, hey, I have this book, I have this workbook, I have this guide, I have this, whatever you want, ebook, that will help you do this or help you do that. So instant credibility is number one. That's what being an author, will give you. Okay. Also, when you become an author, you publish a book, whether you're publishing it just to, let's say, a website, or whether you're publishing it on Amazon, it's going to be an automated system. It's not something that you have to keep going back to fix or supply or have an inventory, unless you just choose to have an inventory. So let's say if you choose to publish your book on Amazon, which is where my books are. Most of my books, I have some that are on my website, but most of my books are on Amazon. That stuff is automatic. There's nothing that you have to, replenish. There's nothing that you need to have a stack of books over here. They have it for you, okay? It's just like when you shopping for some shoes on Amazon, you click wherever the shoes are, they let them know, hey, you got to order, and then it's delivered. Same thing with books, okay? You click, it's an automated system. So if you're thinking that, I'd like an automated system for me to make money every month, here you go. It's a no-brainer, pretty much. It's pretty much just like, okay, I set it up. It's up there for sale. I let people know about it. I might run a few ads here and there, and then slowly, sometimes by word of mouth, or someone mentions it, on the radio, or someone mentions it on somebody else's website, and suddenly you have this automated additional stream of income coming in. You don't have to worry about it. Go straight to your account. And I show you all of this in my course, Learn to Create and Self-Publish and Sell Your Book on Amazon. So I teach you all those steps. No problem. I've done it several times now, so that's why I offer the course. And as I mentioned, being an author opens the door to multiple streams of income. So one of the things I did after I became an author is I started creating online classes, okay? That's a simple, easy gateway. Again, an automated system to get money coming in on a regular basis, to have something set up that you can just set up and don't have to worry about it. It's like set and forget, okay? So something to think about. Not only did I just create, this is my first book, not only did I just create a book and then it's on Amazon bringing in multiple streams of income, I also created an online class. That's a separate income. Okay, so I have my Amazon income, and then I have my online courses income. And I also have courses that teach you how to turn your book into an online class as well. I do speaking events and workshops. Okay, so I just did I did a podcast. I did an interview with a magazine. All these things came about because I became an author, because I decided to take the next step, because I had these goals and dreams to have multiple streams of income that come in on a regular basis. Okay, my whole coaching business, you're watching on the platform of my Teacher Side Hustle Strategist, that's my coaching business. I started my whole coaching business because I had gone through the whole process of becoming an author and entrepreneur, and like, okay, now I can use another, way to make additional stream of income by having a coaching business, teaching people how to become authors, how to become entrepreneurs. So you get what I'm saying? Where it's like, why, should you become an author? If your goal is to have multiple streams of income, for, in my opinion, there's no better way than to start by doing a book, okay? Because it just opens a gateway to so many other ways to, make that money coming in on an automatic basis, okay? You're supplementing your income, whether you just have all that money from your books in one account and you use that to take a vacation or what have you, or pay off your loans, whatever you choose to do. But the thing is, you're keeping it going, okay? It's the royalties from your books don't just stop, after you publish it. They keep coming. It's whenever people are buying a book, you get the royalties, whether it's today or 5 months from now or 3 years from now, unless Amazon decides to, go away and become something else, then your royalties just keep on going. It's just like, with any author, Maya Angelou is like, people are still buying her things even though she has passed away. So think about that kind of legacy, long term, okay? Books last forever, really, whether it's digital or paperback or whatever. The stories, the information lasts forever. So you're building something that's going to last forever, okay? So something to think about that. And therefore, some people, it just might be a creative outlet, okay? A lot of it for me, being an educator, I've been an educator for over 25 years, for those of you who don't know me. So, when I was teaching in the classroom, you're very limited to what you can teach, how you can teach it. You just have a kind of like a tunnel vision of, I got to get these kids to pass the test, and I got to teach them this, and I got to teach them that, and you got a short amount of time. So for me, doing books, becoming an entrepreneur was the outlet, the creative outlet that I needed. There was nobody telling me I couldn't do it. There was nobody telling me you got a deadline. There's nobody telling me that, hey, you can only charge this amount of money. I charge whatever I want for my materials, whether it be my online classes, my coaching, or my books. I charge whatever I want, okay? So that fueled, okay, my energy to keep writing books, and 6-7 books later, that's what I'm doing. I'm fueling the creative side of me by sharing information with people. So if you're in this boring corporate job and you're frustrated by your lack of freedom, or you're stuck in some classroom with the 4 walls and you're starting to go a little cuckoo, okay, start writing a book. Start writing a book. Trust me, it gives you the release that you need, whether it be telling a children's story or teaching somebody how to do, the stock market or whatever, your specialty area is. Somebody out there is looking for that information, okay? So why should you become an author? You're going to crush your goals. You're going to feel so accomplished after you do it. So it's crazy, because it's not crazy, but I went to the Oprah tour yesterday. I'm in Los Angeles, so she was in Los Angeles yesterday. Went to her tour. It's always good. I went 6 years ago, so I always expect to get that extra push and motivation to follow my dreams and accomplish my goals and things like that. And she had this on the screen. I believe it was like, I can, I will. And it was like that was really enforced throughout the tour. It was like, you can do it. You just got to decide that I will do it. So that's something that, maybe you need a little extra nudge, a little extra push. You might be one of those 80% of Americans who say they want to become a published author. So that's your kind of like, oh, I can do that. But the I will comes in when you become that elite group of 2% people in America who have actually published a book. Wouldn't you like to be in that 2%? Come on, we all like to be a little special, a little different, stand out. Well, at least I do. I can't speak for everybody else, but I like to stand out in the crowd. I don't always like to look like everybody else. I don't always like to dress like everybody else. I don't always like to choose things like everybody else. Like I remember when I was in high school, all my friends took Spanish. It was a requirement. I took a language, I took a language. Everybody took Spanish. I was like, I'm going to be different. I did French, okay? That was the only reason why I took French. It wasn't like, I loved the French language or the French people, or whatever. I didn't want to travel to France or anything. I just chose the opposite, of what everybody else was doing. And that has been I don't know how I got this way. I guess I was born this way. But I have always been like that, to where I don't like being the same like everybody else. It's just, to me, that's boring. Okay? It's just plain out boring. So don't be the same and be one of those 80% who just keep on saying, I'm going to write this book, I'm going to publish it, and then don't do it. You're just being the same like everybody else. No. I like to step outside the box and be different. Be like, oh yeah, Kathy, she's a different kind of person. Anybody know me, okay? I'm a different kind of person. I do my own thing. I don't wait for approval. I don't wait to, see if somebody, likes what I have to say or likes what I have to do. And I just do it, because that's who I am. Not because I'm not afraid of anything. Of course I get afraid of doing things and making mistakes and all that stuff. But I think I would be more afraid of just being like everybody else, and and everything just kind of stays the same, versus being different and either failing or losing some money, or somebody's doesn't like something. I would rather do something different and get, a few negative things, versus just being like everybody else. And just going through the motions, how you just driving on the freeway and just always doing the same thing every single day, nothing changes for the last 20 years. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. You gotta live your life to the fullest, okay? So, think about how you're going to accomplish this, okay? What I have for you is my signature online course, Learn to Create, Self-Publish, and Sell an Ebook. I teach you every step of the way of how to do it. I keep it simple, scholars. KISS. I keep it simple, scholars, because I don't like doing anything that takes too long. I don't like doing anything that requires too much stress, okay? I don't have stress in my life, or if I do, I will do something to lower the stress level. So I created this course for people who want the easy button, okay? I show you exactly how I did it, the easy button, and how I can crank out a book in a weekend or so and publish it and, have my 7th, 8th, 9th book up on Amazon in a hot split second, okay? So, if you are interested in taking the course, now is the time, okay? Get started. You can and you will do it if you take the next step. That is the key. Take the next step. So, if you're watching this video, that's one thing. What's the next step? Take the course, okay? Learn what you need to do to become a self-published author. Have your book on Amazon, become part of that elite group of self-published authors, okay? All right, if you have comments, as always, you can always put them in the comments. I will check in later and answer any questions. You can always DM me if you want to send your questions that way. And I will see you guys in the next one. I will put the information for my class at sidehustlecollege.teachable.com in the comments. All right. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.